I almost didn't bring this camera. A cheap point and shoot Nikon, a single roll of UltraMax 400, and this. For once, my film photos actually surprised me. See, I've shot film for years, but it's always felt like a risky move, to be honest. Like, I'm just throwing a little bit of money into the void because I never know how good the cameras are gonna perform, or just feeling like I'm taking the right shot. But on this trip, everything just lined up perfectly. The light was perfect. My digital shots already were looking insane. And for the first time, I actually trusted that my film photos would actually turn out pretty cool and, maybe even better than my digital photos. See, I reserved every shot when it came down to shooting with this camera. There wasn't any random snaps, just honestly moments that felt worth it. And with that patience of, holding off to take the right photos, I think it honestly paid off. And speaking about patience, the worst part came when it came down to shooting film. Having to wait for the scans to be developed and to be sent to me to be able to review, because I was just so eager for once to get my film photos back. And you think I'd learn to become patient for those scans after shooting film for all these years, but to be honest, I think film doesn't care about your patience. But this time, I honestly was just really eager to get my film scans back because I just had a really good feeling about the photos and the excitement to finally get some good photos with honestly a very cheap point and shoot camera was something thrilling to me. And probably the best part now about shooting film is seeing the link arrive to my email to be able to load those shots and review them to see what I got. And I know I've been showing you some shots here throughout the video, but I want to review some of these shots together. Something that was just my favorite thing about film is just the way that UltraMax renders the blues and the skin tones. It's like the camera just knew how beautiful this place was going to be, and it just literally bottled the vibe in every photo that I was able to capture with just a simple point and shoot camera. Because that's honestly why I love shooting film. It's not for the perfection, and it's not just for, having everything so smoothly happen, but it's more for the feeling, for the way of how the memories turned into. And it just turns it into art to me. And that's what honestly happened when it came down to shooting some film in this travel to California, because the location and memories just were unmatched to me, that I was really thrilled about these photos. It honestly just gives me a different perspective to the moment versus simply just capturing it with my digital cameras. And don't get me wrong, I love my digital cameras. They perform perfectly. I was able to do a lot with them, but just having this with me to just capture those specific moments was just something that I kind of put it as a memory into the art department. Because honestly, I used to think that cheap film cameras weren't just worth it to really get and shoot and spend money with the film that it costs. Well, nowadays costs a little bit more to do, but after picking up a few over the years and simply getting some gifted to me, I honestly have loved bringing a camera like this with me on my travels, to just have a little point and shoot film camera to just document the travels in a different way that I don't do with my, digital cameras. It creates and documents those memories in a different way that it's really not the typical way that I would use it with my normal cameras, like my Sony or even my phone. So it's more like a specific way to document those memories, to have them in a different format that honestly, this is probably just the most exciting I've ever been to do some film photography, and what inspired this video even. And now, to be honest, after looking over these photos, it just really makes me want to go back to shoot more film, especially slow down even harder and enjoy the beautiful sceneries of the places that I get to go, like in the West Coast, because honestly, the views just didn't miss. No matter what it seemed like was happening that day, whether it was just sunny, a little bit cloudy, and even when it rained. It really looks so beautiful that capturing it on film and then just having this little bad boy to zoom in, zoom out, however I wanted to, was just something more fun to me that I've had in a long time. And it kind of reminded me as to why I do photography. So yeah, I guess you could say I'm kind of hooked on film again with these shots. I got, California with my little point and shoot to be captured so smoothly. And the UltraMax film stock was quite awesome. Most people tend to go with a Portra 400 or 800, and I've done that myself too, but lately I've just been, driven for the UltraMax 400. Just looked really nice on the coast to me, and I really enjoyed it. And maybe that's the point when it comes down to shooting film photos once in a while. Maybe we just need to not overthink things and just simply go ahead and take some photos with just a little point and shoot film camera and think of just the scenery and the moment and embrace it. So with that said, just simply shoot the damn film.